I'm struggling to remove my Gel-X extensions without wrecking my nails. Can you talk about removal? Heck yeah, I can. But first, let me tell you how I remove my extensions. I have this 2-tier tub. The white part I fill up with hot water, just hot water from your sink, not boiling water. You do not want to melt the plastic. And then you clip on the clear part and fill that part with acetone. Now, I like to let that sit for a minute and let it warm up. But while I do that, I like to take a very sharp tool and go around the cuticle area and sidewalls and make a kind of space or entry point for the acetone to penetrate the bottom layer. The base that I use is acetone dissolvable, so I want to make a little entry point for the acetone to get to that base and dissolve it. Next, what I'm going to do is take some clippers and cut it down to the shortest I can go so that the entirety of my nail up into my cuticle area will fit inside of the dish. And then I will soak it for about usually 10 to 15 minutes. And I will take that same sharp tool and wiggle around beneath the nail, and just to encourage it to come off. I am not putting any tension on these nails. I am just moving where the product is dissolving, and it pops off pretty quickly. When that's all good and done with, I like to buff off any remaining glue on my nails just with a nail buffer, nothing too abrasive, and then I do my cuticle care, which you do not get to see. That's the one thing I'm self-conscious about. And after that, I will soak my nails in cuticle oil for the rest of the night. And the next day, I am ready for my extensions. So I've already have my tips sized out, but before I put them on, I wanted to kind of show you the damage of what was left over from removing the nails properly. And honestly, there really isn't any. At some point, I did decide to start being responsible with how I remove my nails. And you can very clearly see on the thumb specifically, like where the stress point is, where I decided like enough was enough and I was going to be responsible. And it's from this point up is so damaged and thin. It is really disappointing that I let it get that bad. But from this point onward, it's pretty structurally sound, pretty healthy, nice and decent. If you remember in this video, I talked about how I felt a pop under my nail, but it didn't, my extension didn't lift anywhere. It was my pinky, and this is what happened to it. Honestly, I had maybe a third less of what I had now. My nail just popped off my nail plate. It said it had enough, it was tired of being abused, and it pieced out. And now that I think back on it, it wasn't really painful, but I could definitely feel my heartbeat in my pinky, and it did not feel good. But the damage has grown out pretty significantly. I'm still not leaving extensions on it. I put some on temporarily for my videos, but then it comes off immediately because you just don't mess with it. But I still want to have it look nice and pretty for the interwebs. So that's pretty much, imagine if you have like a suction cup and you put it on glass, and then to pop it off, you like lift up the edge of it. That's what happened here. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put on my extensions now. I wanted to piggyback off of what I was saying for how I removed my extensions in the previous clip. The best, most general advice that I could give anyone whenever it comes to removing nail products is know how to take off the products that you put on. And I admit that is some pretty obnoxious advice, but I genuinely mean it. I think in the world, this age of DIY, we are way too comfortable with just not reading instructions and guessing and looking online for an easier way. And whenever it comes to gel and chemical products, I highly, genuinely encourage you not to take the easy way out. I genuinely want to just impress upon you how important it is to read your products. I have before me, I know, but this is a really good example of, even though I don't use it anymore, it's a very good example of reading directions. And for this product, it specifically says to remove it. They suggest you apply cuticle oil near the cuticle area and massage it into the skin and then lift up the edge and peel off the base coat. That is how you remove this product, and it is the best way to remove this product because it is recommended by the company that you remove it this way. If you have a product and it tells you to take it off one way and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean go look for a different way. It means it's a bad product and you shouldn't use it. I feel so old school when I say that, but because of Beetle's recent scandals with not disclosing their ingredients properly, I have since moved over to nail glue. And if you're someone who swaps off your nails frequently and like you don't wear it for more than 1 or 2 weeks, and I think that maybe gel glue might not be for you. Maybe a nail glue is a better option, and it is significantly easier to remove than any gel product that I've ever used. Honestly, if you buy, point blank, if you buy a product that is a nail glue, look within that same brand for the remover, because oftentimes they will sell it in a combo deal. They'll sell you the glue and then the glue remover. And if it gives you a product to remove it, then it's the best way to remove that product. This product doesn't come with a remover, but luckily most air dry nail glues can be removed with just acetone. And that's what I use, and it works fantastically well. A second option is to buy a nail glue remover. It will tell you on the website, what the glue remover will remove, and it only removes for those products. Don't expect it to work for any other products than what it says it's used for. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have used almost all of it. It is a fantastic nail glue remover. The way that I give my shining endorsement of this product is my sister used it to put on her nails, and the alphabet nails I made for her for Halloween, and she spilled it on the couch. She spilled the nail glue on the couch, and it made a really hard, lumpy clump, and she was really annoyed for it. She was gonna use acetone to remove it, and I'm like, do not put acetone on a polyester couch. You will melt the couch. And so I was like, well, what else am I gonna do? But I have a nail glue remover, and I was like, if this works, this will literally be one of my holy grails for November or October, and lo and behold, it worked so well. The only way you can tell that there is product on the couch still is the fact that it's a little bit discolored. But other than that, I highly recommend this product. And I don't say that lightly. Anyways, putting on my extensions now, I like to, first of all, I'm not buffing these nails anymore. They've been abused enough. I'm just gonna go in with my dehydrator and go through all the nails just once more. I have already gone in through alcohol for all the nails, but I just like to, I don't know, I touch my hands a lot and I like to just stim with my nails. So I probably touched them 8,000 times throughout that 6-minute explanation. But now that I do that, I have already prepped my nail tips. The only way I do that is I buff around the cuticle area with a file just to make it paper thin so that it's a less visible line whenever I attach the nails. The way that I've been attaching my nails lately has been to take my nail glue and attach it how I would do a normal Gel-X extension, which is to do it about that far, leave this area open so that I can then go in with a gel and fill in the gap and just make a smooth, uniform surface so that I have a nice area to work on. But that's pretty much the only difference with nail glue, and I actually feel more safe and secure doing it this way with nail glue. The less contact that I have with my nails for any gel product, the better. The Beetle's controversy so far has really instilled like a deep mistrust and fear for me for all of these brands. Like, I don't trust anyone to tell the truth anymore or be transparent with their products or list them like responsibly and ethically. So I just do it this way because it feels good for now. Who knows if that'll change. Maybe some secret evil corporation will tell me next that this nail glue is made out of, I don't know what's evil. Snakes. I don't know. But there's just going to be like some horrible product in this, and then I'm going to have to stop using it. But for now, this feels like the best way to do it for me. And it's honestly been really good. I have not had any problems or lifting. Honestly, whenever people say prep is everything, it's genuinely so true. Prep is everything. If you don't do it correctly, nothing's gonna stay. That goes for nail glue and gel products. Like if you don't prep right, the natural oils from your nail is going to push the product up and off, and it's not going to work very well. So if your prep is good and if the product is good, you'll be fine. There was a cold front that came in and it is so freezing everywhere right now. And the way that this usually adheres in literally like 5 seconds, I had to hold that on for like a minute. That's crazy. It really just shows that like maybe your products are also like aren't bad. Maybe it's just the temperature in the room, because temperature genuinely does really affect gel products or just chemical products in general. Usually whenever there's heat, products are more effective, fast acting. That's crazy. You didn't see me fight for my life for that one. Anyways. Look how smooth that transition is from the finger. What am I trying to say? From the freaking nail tip to my actual nail bed. It's like super smooth. So at this point, I would normally go in with some type of builder gel or base gel and just go over all of the nail tip to make it nice and smooth. But I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna go over it with some nail primer. Actually, I don't feel like doing that either. I'm just gonna top coat it. I thought about it and I don't feel like it. I'm just going to go over the tip for this part though, because I'm going to be putting stickers on all of the nail tips. I'm in a very black and red mood today, so I don't know if I'm feeling horror, but I'm just gonna start in a horror mood, but if we decide to go Christmas, we go Christmas. But right now, I just finished watching The Conjuring Last Rites, and I won't spoil anything for you in case you haven't seen it. Honestly, this is one of the Conjuring movies. Listen, The Conjuring, I'm very protective of it. One, it is my comfort movie. It's one of the first paranormal horror movies that I actually watched from beginning to end and genuinely loved. Like, I love that franchise. I love the woman who plays Lorraine. I think her name is Vera something, but I love her. I love her. And the first time I ever watched that movie, it resonated with me so deeply. Number one, first of all, I love paranormal horror. It is the number one type of horror that I consume, which is why I'm so active in the paranormal community. But second, I love stories where something is wrong and the kids are like experiencing the things that are happening to them and the parents believe them. I love it. I love whenever people take things seriously. Like, I don't believe in the paranormal, but if my niece came up to me and was like, something's happening, I'm terrified, like I can't sleep, I'm haunted by like things, I'm going to be concerned and I'm going to take it seriously. I'm not going to brush it off and be like, no, that's not real, you're just blah, 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 blah. Like, no, like talk to them. Talk to them, take it seriously, comfort them, like do whatever needs to be done. And you know what, if like a priest coming and cleansing your home is what's going to make your child feel safe, then that's what's going to happen. All right. So I absolutely adore this franchise. I love how obviously not all of hate the Warrens, by the way. I hate them in real life. I only am talking about them in terms of the movie. And not the real people. I don't want to talk about them. They're scam artists. They're terrible people. Blah, blah, blah. which is why I am not disenfranchised with celebrity culture. Like, I could care less about these people, but I love Vera, okay? She's the exception, okay? I'm allowed to like some things, but overall, yeah, I'm not disenfranchised with like actually who the Warrens were. I'm aware that they were scumbags. Anyways, what was I talking about? I love the movie. Love whenever people take things seriously and actually make an effort to protect their family, which is why it's become a seasonal movie for me. Every single time it gets called out, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch the first Conjuring all over again because it's just that good. I love it. And so I started not loving the movies after The Devil Made Me Do It. It's because I so deeply resent that court case and the actual impact that it had on the justice system. And so it was already not going to be great for me, although I do love some of the sequences, especially whenever Ed and Lorraine are in the morgue and the body gets off the table and starts jiggling at her. I love that. That was also a fantastic sequence, but I don't like the direction that they went in this movie. It felt like they were making it for people who didn't like The Conjuring or like didn't watch the movies. Like, it was very gore heavy. And yes, Annabelle is also a very gory movie, but it's not like a Conjuring title. So I don't know. I just felt like they made it for people who don't watch Conjuring movies, and it really cheapened a lot of it for me, and I didn't enjoy it. One, I don't like gore. I don't like Saw. I don't like any of those movies, but I do like the paranormal. So the fact that I also feel like they didn't mix it in a good way. Like, it's absolutely possible to go a different direction with movies. Sorry, I forgot that was propping you up. You can definitely change the structure of your movies and adapt with the times, but it just felt like so cheap and boring, and like none of the scares, they really just slowed down on everything. It didn't even feel like I was watching The Conjuring anymore, which is disappointing, but I have a feeling that this is going to be the last movie with those older actors, so it's probably the end of me watching the Conjuring movies as well. They've lost their sparkle, and that's okay. Not everything has to be for me, but I will be sad about it for a while. Oh, sorry. I want the red glitter flecks from my red glitter. That was a weird way to say that, but I don't want the opaqueness that comes with it. So I'm just going to dab it on with my sponge tool. It pretty much takes all the glitter out of it, but leaves the gel behind, which is why I really like this method. So I'm going to do this for every single nail, and then we'll come back. I did a second pass with some of the sponge, and this is where we're at now, a pretty good spot. So I'm going to go over it with some deep red polish. Usually this one goes on kind of purple, but once you ever do the second coat, it goes to a really deep wine red color, which is what I want for the set. So I'm gonna do that now, but I don't know if I want to do all of them like a solid color like this. I don't even know if I want to do a solid color for the thumb. I did this without thinking. I was just on autopilot. Okay, so perhaps the red for the first layer was a bit of a mistake. You can't really see the speeders. Hello, focus. Thank you. But on the red ones, you can see it so well. It looks so good. So, regret, but these are good. I don't know where I'm going past this point, so I think I'm gonna top coat it, call it a day. This video is probably gonna go up a bit later than usual. I put down the red, and now I can't see the future of where I do red nails, so I gotta pause and recollect, and then we'll touch base again tomorrow. All right, how many days have passed? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? So, I've decided we are going in a Christmas direction officially. I want to be really obnoxious this Christmas, and I've never done consistently Christmas nails. So this is a journey that we're going on together. And for the first nail, the thumb, I like this 3D candy cane effect a lot, but I don't have a red cat eye gel. Okay, well I do, but I don't know where it is. And honestly, I'm not going to find it. I already did look and I still can't find it, which is kind of concerning because that means that it's not where it's supposed to be, probably on my floor, which is risky, but the lion does not concern himself with risk and reward. There's only reward. I'm so sorry that you had to hear that. That has been going through, that audio has been going through my head so much lately. So for the first nail, I'm thinking that what if I just do a metallic red base and then I take the brightest cat eye that I have and then do the little lumps over it, right? That feels like a good little DIY, but I want it to be 3D. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I mean, obviously use more gel, but like, hold on, I didn't think this through. Okay, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. I'm going to take some of this red metallic powder, put it in this dish, and then mix in some clear gel with it. Except I'm gonna do the clear gel first because I grabbed it first. I just set it backwards. Okay, honestly, whenever I do metallic powders, I do them on top of a top coat, right? And I feel like they always chip really quickly. And what I found that whenever I mix it directly with a clear gel, it doesn't chip. It just doesn't chip. So that's why I like doing it this way. It might not have the most reflective shine, but I just want that deep red sparkly color. Exactly like that. Oh, it's so pretty. And always cover up your metallic powders afterwards. That mess is going to give me a migraine. So I'm just going to put a thin coat on my thumb, and I think I'm going to use this again on another nail, which is why, okay. You know what? Where are these hairs even coming from? And if you said the glove that I'm wearing, you're absolutely correct because it's cheap and not made well, so it keeps leaving lint everywhere. However, I'm not going to take it off. That was satisfying. Okay, I got excited. I'm getting excited. I love whenever I get excited when I do nails. It just gives me a second wind, and I'm already on no winds whenever I start doing my nails. So, I love this brush. You truly don't need high grade, good quality brushes to do nails. Any brush that's just soft enough will do just fine. How perfect was that? Oh my gosh. I don't even need to do any finessing. Oh, that was such a good omen. Thank you. I actually enjoyed this red a disproportionate amount, so I'm going to be doing that for all of the nails. You know what? I ended the last clip by saying that I couldn't see myself doing red nails, and then here I am full throttle doing red nails because of a red metallic powder. But like, how can you blame me? Do you see how gorgeous this absolutely is? Ugh, I think that the deeper red is definitely the better red, but we're just gonna do 2 coats of this on every other nail. This is just such a stunning red. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Shocker. But now we're going to go in with the brightest cat eye I have and do the candy cane on the thumb. Do I know what I'm doing? Kind of. It's gonna be really it's gonna be really repetitive, and I'm probably not gonna breathe a lot, so we'll just put some music over this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And the best part, texture. Okay, so I really adore how that turned out. I love it. It's lumpy bumpy, perfect. Unfortunately, I didn't do a good job separating the lines up top, but I got really good the further I went down the nail. Honestly, the less area you work with, the better it comes out. And I feel like that's just true for most things in life. So for the rest of the nails, what am I gonna do? There's still gonna be Christmas, I think. I'm thinking maybe an all red nail with some red rhinestones, or I can alternate the red and the white rhinestones and have like a red and white Christmas wreath, but I also have some pearls, so I might throw those into the mix for some diversity. But also, this is why you hoard nail supplies because I have these circular things that could mimic baubles, and I have some pretty small ones, so I could do like a Christmas tree decorated with ornaments. But actually no, but that's just one of the options we have. I feel really obnoxious. I feel like I want this hand to be like really annoyingly Christmas. Like if you look at it from 50 feet away, you're gonna be like, that guy has Christmas nails. That's what I wanted to give off. So, okay, these are all options. Okay, I've made up my mind. For the first nail, this is definitely the second nail. I'm going to do an all red nail. So I'm busting out these red rhinestones. They're just basic flat backs. Also, that feels like, flat back doesn't feel right. It's just too close to other unsavory things, but that's what they are. So I'm going to be using just this up and down the nail. How far do I want to go is the question. Do I want to go the whole length of the nail, or do I want to go like just the middle of the nail? Do I want to be super obnoxious and do the entirety of the nail? I'm going to be putting a lot of nail glue on this nail. So I have the hiccups for why? I was looking for any big red gem that I have, and the only one that I have is a heart, but I feel like that's too Valentine's Day themed for red nails. I feel like it's a little too on the nose, so, oh, well, I dropped it. It's gone now. I have no idea where that fell. Okay, well, that's an option gone. I've also found this little oval red gem, which is also really pretty. Sorry, I changed the camera angle to be slanted more like this instead of just flat, and it's taking some time to get used to. I remember one of the first videos that I posted on here, someone commented, I just stabbed my hand with these tweezers. That they didn't comment that. That was literally so spooky. Gross. Anyways, so someone commented, because I was fighting for my life picking up these gems, and they said that like they sell these wax sticks at some craft place. And listen, I think about your comment every single day, and in my defense, I have like weird man brain where if I have something and it works, aka these tweezers, even if I struggle 8 years using them, as long as they work, I'm never gonna upgrade and buy something else. like this works, this gets the job done, you know? And like, absolutely, a wax stick would make my life infinitely easier, but easier is not a justification for spending money right now. Isn't that crazy? I'm gaslighting myself. It's because I want it so bad, but I just can't. I just can't. Also at my job, I had 2 women come in, and they were talking, and I was just off to the side listening because I'm nosy and I do eavesdrop on your conversations always. Some of my guests are just so interesting, and they were talking about something, and then they said the word girl math, and I was like, oh boy, I have to know what this is. So I was like, hey, I was listening. Sorry, but also, what is girl math? And they both explained it to me, and I was like, hey, I think I've been girl mathing for most of my life, because what they said made so much sense. Girl math is like, the way that she explained it to me. Am I mansplaining this to you? Okay, listen, this was fun for me. Okay, let me just have this. They said that like if you move into a new apartment and you bought a microwave for it, but you go in and you see that there's a microwave already there. So then you're like, oh, well, I don't need this microwave. And they go and return it. That money that they get back is basically free money and they could spend it again on something. And it's like they never spent money. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. What the heck? Give me some of that girl math. How fun is that? But also I already did that with tips. I didn't realize I was girl mathing this entire time. What a fun little thing. We all got a giggle out of it. I don't know, that just stuck with me. Now I just need to find out what people mean whenever they say girl dinner. Cause that audio, girl dinner, that's stuck in my head too. Is this pretty? I feel like I'm doing a good job actually, which is rare because I think rhinestones are another one of my weaknesses. I never do a good job whenever I try and pick a pattern for them. I feel like I go really basic and boring and it looks really amateur, which is why I have so many rhinestones, is because I keep buying like bundle kits to save money and then I never use them because I don't know how. Oh, you know what? Women just have like the funnest way of viewing life. That what's her name? Sadie on TikTok. She made like a dinner, but for the grazers, and it was just like a veggie platter. What a fun little way to say that. Dinner for the grazers, and it's a vegging platter. Like that's so cute. That's the type of whimsy I'm gonna put in my life. I actually don't know why I've never used this gel before. This is actually like the deep, gorgeous velvety red that I have on my nails almost. Okay, hold on. Look at that. What the heck? That thing's gorgeous. It's like a deep red that I had on this nail. You can't see it anymore because I covered it, but dang, this thing's pretty. Ooh, this is silver glitter. It's silver and red. I'm gonna do it a bit differently than they did it in the photo. It looks like they took a sponge and stamped the white around the nail. I'm just gonna do it like the old-fashioned way, or at least attempt to, and do a white ring around the nail first and then kind of feather it towards the center. See how that turns out. Okay, I've gone ahead and fixed it, and also I've top coated it because I got tired of... So we're just gonna go ahead and go into sculpting the flower. I wanna put a poinsettia on my nail. Do I know how to sculpt a flower? Maybe. Okay, I've seen it done enough times with acrylic to know how, but I mean, listen, we're just gonna go for a flower shape and paint it red. And that's gonna be a poinsettia. I love these flowers. They are absolutely the staple Christmas flower, and I want to be obnoxious. I want a big flower in the middle of my nail right here. So that's what we're doing. I don't know why I'm saying it like you're disagreeing with me. I think we both want this flower to happen. So I'm going to roll out a log of nail gel and cut it into how many petals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a lot of petals actually. Okay, so we're just gonna do a few petals, typical flower shape, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna make them all equal lengths. I literally don't want to tell you how long that took, so we're just gonna go in and going to cut it into just like this. That was actually pretty good. I'm going to put down some nail primer on top of my nail just so that the hard gel has something to stick to. Honestly, I have never noticed any difference in any nail primer that I've ever used, so just any one that you have is fine. I have one from Morovan. It works. It does its job. I mean, it has a nice base to sculpt on top of, so. And it was also, I think, really cheap. I bought it in a 2-pack and it was on sale. But also, I feel like they are always on sale, so do with that what you will. The shape is very human, but it does have that poinsettia shape. There are leaves on this flower. Leaves? Are those leaves? The petals on this flower have that typical like fat bottom, skinny top. So, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with that. I think that's fine. Okay, we're gonna cure it. We're gonna flash cure it for 10 seconds and then move on to the next petal. Okay, look at this. That is so good. I don't want to hear anything about it. Literally, that is the best flower I think I've ever done, and also the second one I've ever done. So I'm going to paint this base a darker red. The only darker red that I have is that same purple red that I did for this nail. I'm going to mix some of this dark purple. You can't see it, it's over here. Or that dark red purple. Did I just describe burgundy? I don't know. I want the bottom of the petals to be darker than the top of it, but I want it to still be in the same shade range so that you can tell it's the same flower. If you made it this far into the video, our YouTube 2025 wrap should have come out. What is your #1 YouTube channel this year? Because mine was John Twolf. I think I watched like 227 of his videos because he uploaded every single day this year, except for, I don't remember. But there was, I think, a month that I think he took off, and then I just wasn't interested in his Date Everything series. So I skipped those, but I was pretty consistent in watching his channel, which is crazy, but also not really, because him and Gab Smulders are my comfort YouTube channels. I love them so much. I can be in any mood and watch them. So what was yours? Okay, I went ahead and put a matte top coat on it because poinsettias are, I was going to say matte velvet. They're not shiny, so I put a matte top coat on it and made it look like Play-Doh. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that, but I'm gonna stay true to the spirit of the holiday and just keep it matte. And I'm going to go in with some, I debated making my own gold balls to put in the middle, but I honestly, that took like a whole hour. That was so sad, disappointing, but this took way too long to do, so I'm just gonna cut corners and use these yellow gold gems that I have here. I think we're just gonna do 3 in the middle. Nail done. How do we feel about it? I think that I am absolutely in love with it. It's so cute, and it's big enough just to be obnoxious, but not enough to for me to like want to rip it off. You know, like it's still appropriately sized. So I feel adequately annoyed, which means I did a good job. I'm gonna take a break here. I've been filming for about 3 hours now. This is as far, wow, it definitely was not an hour per nail, but the fact that I only have 3 nails done, kind of crazy. So my sister's gonna be home soon. I'm gonna cook some din din for her, and then I'll come back and I'll finish off these 2 nails, which I have my pinky nail right here. So when the time comes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to lock in for these last 2 nails. I'm going to do a tree on my ring finger, and then I'm just gonna do some, oh, it's out of frame. Okay, I guess I'll tell you whenever the time comes. But for now, I saw a 3D tree and want to sculpt it too. It's been a very long day of doing this, and now I am getting tired. So I'm gonna just breeze through this. Please, I just want to breeze through this. Okay, you know what? I think that top coat is a little too good because I put down a layer of that Moravan primer on this and it's separated. And so I think I am going to have to wipe it off with alcohol first before I put it down.
I think that went pretty well. It's kind of ugly, but in a charming way, I say gaslightingly. So we're just gonna move on to the pinky now. And I think for this, I'm just gonna go super simple. I've been sculpting a lot and I have had enough because these are perfect. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve with these three. So, three. Oh my gosh. These four. So what I'm gonna do is just alternate some gems all over it randomly. I keep seeing this like treasure nail look that I want to try and emulate, but festively on this nail. So I think I'm gonna bust out these gems again. Go for the white ones. I think white, green, and red would look really nice on these. You can't see it, but just out of frame right here are more gems just like this. I don't know why I needed to tell you that, but now you know. And of course, I'm going to top coat it, the entire thing, just to seal in the gems and give it that ball look. And this is the nail done. All that's left is to put this thing on and the nails are all done.
And 8 years later, these are the finished nails. I am absolutely in love with how this set came out, especially for a season where I don't typically do holiday nails. This was just a fun experience all around. Okay, hold on. Tell me your favorite nail and don't let me influence you. My favorite nail is absolutely the candy cane nail, because if you couldn't tell how disproportionately excited I was compared to the other nails, I love the texture. I can't stop messing with it. If I have a pen in my hand, I'm zooming across that thing. I love it so much. Anyways, like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully a lot sooner this time.